Hey everybody, welcome back to another crypto wonderland. Everything is going pretty amazing in TitanX ecosystem, but red just about everywhere else. So we're going to get into all that. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. We cover crypto, and no stock market today, but crypto, Pulsechain, TitanX ecosystem, and of course we've got the upcoming AlienX launch as well as Ouroboros, which I haven't got on the list, but that's coming up as well. The big lending DeFi platform. We're going to talk about that too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see how AwesomeX and Element280 have gone over the last day or two. And of course, DragonX and Inferno are really starting to rally, as is TitanX. So a lot of stuff happening there. Let's get into it. I've got hiccups, I think. Did I get hiccups? I'm not sure. Let's get into the chat, say hello, and all that good stuff. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, join our Discord. Links in the video description. Yeah, boy. We got Wookie in the house there. Wookie has crossed paths with a few aliens over the years. Indeed. You have. He is from another galaxy, after all, far away. Now, you can see the alien behind me. Let's see whether we can see the alien just by itself. Let's go full screen there. No, that's not the alien. That is the alien. Let's go to the crypto. We've got Bitcoin at the moment is down 0.8%. At $62,856. So we're obviously waiting for this big October. We're going to check out the charts for that. Bitcoin dominance is still dominant, so it's still Bitcoin season. 55.28% at the moment. Ethereum is $2,468. It is down 0.9%. So this is a little bit of consolidation, weaker market there today. Solana is a standout, up 1/3%, $147. XRP is down 1.7% at 53 cents. Tron is down 1/3% there at 16 cents. ADA down 1.87% at 34.7 cents. And BNB is down 1.2% at $571. So that's kind of our leaders at the moment. I never talk about BCH and stuff like that because they're all hidden down the bottom here. And it's hard to get to the screen. So BSV and BCH never get any love from my coverage. That's pretty much it. Litecoin is down 2.3%. Talking about Litecoin there. Let's have a look at the second layers. We've got Optimism down 1.6% at $1.69. And we have Arbitrum is down 2.3% at 53 cents. So those are kind of the majors there. Let's have a quick zoom into Bitcoin. This is our daily. Like, this is zoom out. That's the daily chart. So look at this zigzag sort of consolidation here. And we have avoided a death cross, as I always say. We are still in a bullish golden cross. We are in October as well. So things couldn't be much better than that. It looked pretty negative. Looked positive early on. And then negative early on, positive, and negative. So it's just in the channel, really. And at the moment, it's currently sitting pretty nicely. But, of course, you guys know we've got the US election coming up pretty soon. So that is getting closer every day. How many days away is that? US election is 23 days away. And hopefully Trump will win. A pro-freedom and pro-crypto president. And, of course, I'm really hoping that when he wins, that he guts the deep state. Really need the deep state gutted. They are going to cause us so much trouble in the future. So we really want the deep state to be dismantled in the United States. It's going to take a lot of work to do it, but it can be done. So let's see how we go there. October there is 31st of October. That's ending there. So we've still got quite a way to go. We're only just almost in the middle, not quite there. So we've still got a lot of October to go. And then, of course, US election. So let's see how we get on there. And, of course, as you guys know, expecting a rally into Christmas there, maybe heading towards that 90 to 100K mark Bitcoin. Man, and then altcoin season really kicks in big time, right? Mad gains all around. And then maybe into March, April, we see potentially 150 to 180K possible. And then top of the market may get 240. That 240 may happen as a double top, though, later in 24, maybe Q3 or something like that. Q4, sorry. So let's see how we go on that. So there we are. That's kind of where we are. October, November possible for that double top. Let's see how we go. That is where we are at the moment. Obviously, interest rate cuts at the end of the year as well. So maybe another 50 basis points, 75 basis points. That is going to make money cheaper. And, of course, people go more risk on too because they get better returns speculating. So bullish for our Christmas run, right? Bullish for a Christmas run. You guys know in crypto, this happens very fast. So let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin returns and crypto returns here for Bitcoin. We are currently negative for October, but we're still got a lot of the days to go. So what about 13 days or something to go there? Is it that much? 12, 8, Yeah, 19 days, sorry, 19 days to go on October, so down 1.1% at the moment. We had a green September, 7.3%, which is normally a red month, but it was green last year, green this year, and Bitcoin there last year was 28%, and you can see October is normally green month. Look at that, look at those yields. So yeah, the second half of October, is that when it's going to go big green? Let's see. I think so. Still holding on to that, looking pretty good. And then the US election, Trump winning, man, super green November, December, January, going to be pretty hot, right? Pretty hot. So feel good, feel good. That's kind of where we're at the moment. Looking at the context of Bitcoin in the halving year, well, obviously we have this flat period. Remember in 2020, it was pretty flat. And then we had our big hyper rally. That's the bull market. And of course, in 2016, we had slightly, it wasn't quite, it was a bit similar to 2020, just angling up and then up and away for the bull market there as well. Not so much in 2012. It was very short, and then we rallied twice there off a low base, right? Off a low base. So here we are. We're just moving sideways at the moment, waiting for the catalyst, right? Catalyst there, October. So bring it on. Not sure what happened to the website there. Let's me refrain. I think I reset the markers there. So yeah, we're looking for the big bull market coming out here. We've got to be very close. October has to be the time. Has to be the time there. If not, then November the 5th, right? The US Trump wins the election. Well, we say November the 5th, but you know the battleground states with the Democrats cheating, we're probably we're going to close down the battleground states, and suddenly Trump's winning. Oh, so no, wake up in the morning. Oh, we had some trucks come in the back, and we changed the computer systems, and suddenly it's Kamala Harris is winning. Usual cheap meister stuff coming there, and so we shall see. At the moment, though, looking pretty good, I think. In Pennsylvania, should win North Carolina and Georgia. That should give him the election. So let's see where we go. And he may even surprise in the blue wall and do pretty well there. There's definitely upside there. All right, let's see how we go. So freedom and a crypto bull run. Bring it on, bring it on. All right, so let's go to Ethereum at the moment. Ethereum is in the death cross still. Underperformed at this stage, is at $2,462. Has not taken out its all-time high, unlike Bitcoin. So yeah, we are waiting. 4,100 was the previous high in the old rally there, and that's some time back. Look how far back that was, all the way back in March the 12th. That's when we got that 4,100. And we've been in a death cross since. Is a bit of victim, as I always say, of Prodank sharding, and its second layer protocols dominating. So it has been, Optimism, Arbitrum, Base, and things like that. So it is a bit of victim there, but hopefully we'll pick up with the US election. Also a victim of Vitalik selling, right, as well. Dumping on the heads of the people there. You don't get in that Pulsechain, right? So you get just buying from the founder there. That's kind of the play. So at the moment, that's kind of where we are at the moment. Looking for October and the US elections to lift it up and Bitcoin to lead the way. And then altcoin season, baby. Altcoin season. It's going to probably look a little bit different than we normally see. There'll be definitely structural changes, I think, in the rally ahead of us with all the second layer chains and new chains launching. Let's look at top meme coins at the moment. They're all down, obviously. Pretty flat on the Dodge, though. That's a really good sign. Only 16.2 billion on Dodge, pretty flat. Let's have a look for some outliers here. Everything pretty mixed. Brett on base chain there is at 1.1 billion, so up pretty nice today, 33%, and up 13.9% today. So Brett, one of those characters from the family. Do you know all the others? There's a bird dog and others. So does anyone else know all the names of this family? It's a Brett token, isn't it? Bird dog. What's the other ones? Let me know in the chat. I've forgotten. I just had them brain freeze. Let me know. We got 860 million on Nero, which has really moved high on the list, up 64% for the week. Pretty down slightly today. SBX is up 165% today. So last week, up 15% today, and is at 860 billion. Not too bad there. Mulcoin up 29% for the week. Not bad there as well. Turbo up 60% for the week. Pretty flat today. Yeah, some nice little moves. And of course, Dog. This is the one we're backing, right? Dog on runes on Bitcoin. First season for meme coins on Bitcoin. And we're expecting Dog to be the winner there. It is kind of cooled off after its multi-day rally. It's at 543 million. Remember, it got up to 980 million on its first little rally. It's back on its second rally, waiting for tier one exchanges to launch like Kraken, Binance, and things like that. So that's what it's waiting for. The best performer for sure. I think all the rest of them have tier one exchanges. And Dog will not, but it's coming soon. When it does, this is going to be pretty awesome. We're looking for it to challenge even the Dogecoin for number one meme coin, not only on Bitcoin but in the world. So we're going to keep track of that. All right, let's go to the total numbers here for the crypto. We're at 2.19 trillion, down 0.8%, and the volume at 48 billion is up 2% today. That's kind of where we are there on the old crypto. Let's jump over to some of the breaking news. Obviously, Donald Trump says his crypto project World Liberty Financial. So that's the name of his project that's launching. Project World Liberty Financial? Yeah, so World Liberty Financial there. We'll start selling tokens on Tuesday, so be very careful out there. There's going to be more scammers than you can imagine, so you must use official links there. You can obviously find Donald Trump official on X platform and also on his own one. What was his own one called? I don't use it here, but Truth Social, you probably find it on there too. Donald Trump supported decentralized finance protocol. It's called World Liberty Financials. Token sale will go live on Tuesday morning. So this is probably going to do pretty well. I think it's pretty obvious. He's obviously one of the most influential social online people. So yeah, probably get a lot of press there. Plus his sons, right? Sons there. What happens is your chance to shape the future of finance, says Trump. He wrote on social platform X about the upcoming token sale. The president also urged interested candidates to take part in the X Spaces event to be held on Monday regarding the token sale. There will be an X Space. You can see his post there. Token sale goes live on Tuesday morning, October the 15th. This is your chance to help shape the future of finance. Be there on Monday, October the 14th at 8 a.m. Eastern time for an exclusive Spaces to learn more. Join the whitelist. So that is from Trump there. Big news is that World Liberty Finance, this is actually the account for the actual launch of the token. Public sale starts October 15th, open to everyone who qualifies through the whitelist. Join us for Twitter Spaces on the 14th there, 8 a.m. Eastern. According to the block reports from last week, the project aims to raise 300 million from the initial sale. It will sell 20% of the token supply at a $1.50 billion fully diluted valuation, citing the roadmap shared with prospective investors. Token called WLFI will serve as the platform's governance token and will allow users to vote on its future development. However, the token will be non-transferable and non-yielding, differing from most crypto assets that can be traded or generate passive income. So remember that as well. So there we go. That is kind of that. So yeah, maybe something that's interesting for you there. So that is the link there. I'll post the link to the article. It is on Yahoo Finance. Bam. Actually, it's too big. It's too big to post there. Let me pull that back. Let me just take that on there. I think that one there might work. Let's try that. Hopefully that works there. That is the article. It's got the links. Double check the links as usual. Usual due diligence. Who's in the chat here? We've got more people. Wookie says join Strategy Club today. Absolutely. Only $35 a month. And get all the alpha there. Multi-chain opportunities. That's what we're looking at there. And everyone's doing pretty well in the Strategy Club. So big shout out to all the members. Archie's in the house there. Hi all. Good to see you, Archie. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. And Craig Pitt as well. Morning all. Hey Craig. Good to see you as always. Property review in the house there. Nice. And Eddie in there it's about to pump. It is. I'm sure it is. A second half to give us October. Woohoo. Wonderful Superman. Good to see you. And lots of hugs and kisses. Hey Suzuki. Appreciate it. Big shout out to you. And what else there? I think that's it, is it? Yeah, I think that's it. Let's jump away and let's get into Pulsechain, shall we? So that was the crypto news. Let's get into Pulsechain, Pulse gains. All right, let's go. Not too big. It's not too big. I'm all over the place. Look at that. Bam. Big, small. I don't know. It's crazy. We got Al in the house here. Nice to see you, Super. Hey, Al. Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure. Got a good bunch of people in the chat today. Nice to see. Day 520. So it's pretty much finished. I mean, you've got 45 minutes in the day left, but it's the end of the day because I've moved, daylight savings has totally moved my the time when I'm covering it. Pulse at the moment for day 520 is at quadruple 0481, down 9.55% at 48% of the mean sacrifice price. We've got Pulsex at the moment at quadruple 0257, down 12.8% today, and the buy and burn sitting at 1 trillion and 29.5 billion. 5.11% of the Pulsex has been bought up and burned. That is ticking away nicely there. Still tons of upside for Pulsex when we get that rally on. That's kind of the play. Incentive token, $1.96, down 12.5%. So most of that is the price, down 9.5% on Pulse, but the ratio is down and testing now 40,850. Really, this has been weakening. So it has definitely broken out a channel. I'm not going to look at that today, but that's definitely an issue there. The total incentive tokens, 44,531 incentive tokens in existence from Pulsechain V1 farms. Hex at the moment is at 1.39 cents, down 14.3%. So it is the biggest loser today after being the leader. It was the catalyst for the big rally. And EHEX at the moment at 27 so a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX still at 1.65 cents. So still holding up pretty well, but obviously below that 2 cents, which I think it hit as well. So yeah, that is kind of it on the charts. Let's quickly look. Actually, we'll go to the gas prices before we get into the chart details. Let's quick look at that. 165,000 beats, only 0.3 of a penny for a Pulsechain swap at the moment. 7 Gwei on Ethereum, 2,164 times cheaper than Ethereum. So still doing pretty well on the gas is the old Pulsechain. Validators, 48,670 validators. Full system state fork of Ethereum, of course, and is full DeFi, and that's the key. We see Uniswap in places like that. They're not full DeFi, but we are full DeFi, and that's a good place to be. $120.8 million in the old bridge, and I think we were up at about 117, something like that. So that's kind of come down from there. But of course, ETH and Bitcoin a little bit weak today. EHEX come back as well. And DAI looks a little bit lower. DAI, I think we had over $33 million. DAI, that's coming down a little bit as well. But that is the results for day 520. Let's have a look at the charts on here. We're going to look at Hex. Obviously, Hex had that super rally, looking really good, mad gains. I know people that bought the bottom, so congratulations to you. You know who you are. And of course, that would have been a nice 5.3x on that inside 26 days. Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, we're currently still up 285%, so 3.85x in 34 days. So not bad there as well. But definitely a bit of a retrace here, and it probably needed it to cool off. The RSI was super hot. Look how hot that RSI was on the daily, way up at 87 there, and it has come back down. A good chance it would probably bounce at the 50 is my guess there. Let's have a quick look at the 4 hourly on Hex. 4 hourly, not fully down there yet, 40. Could definitely come down a bit further, but that's where we are at the moment. Having a nice high low on the 4 hourly would be pretty cool. So we'll look forward to that. Let's go back to the daily though and have a look at these moving averages. We did have that bullish cross there on the 50 over the that yellow line's the 50 over the 200 day. So that's a really good sign that we're going to keep moving up in my view. So nice having a consolidation here. We had this nice T cross here as well that got down to, what was the low price there? 1.17 cents. So hopefully that was the low, and we managed to hold on to this 1.4 cents here, and up we go. So we've definitely got that daily cross there, looking pretty positive for that. And looking at the weekly is coming up here as well. I don't have I've got the 50 here. So we've got the 50, and that is sitting at over 1 cent. So I think we're looking pretty strong. Now, the other thing is we've got this on the weekly, we've got the 13-day, that's in the pink here. And we've got the 34-week moving average in purple. We get across there. That's also another hyper cross there. But we do need to cool off on the RSI a little bit. But that is coming up as well. That'd be definitely give us more upward momentum in this chart, of course, as we head into the Richard Hart court case, which is on the 31st, right? So what's that, 16, 17 days away for that court case. We're probably not going to hear anything back about that potentially for 30 to 90 days. So that's good. That uncertainty maybe just allow the chart to pump as crypto rallies, right? So there's no negative news per se, and the chart could just continue to pump up there. Maybe a next target, maybe heading towards, if you see this as a bull flag, right, on the daily, maybe heading up to, see that a bull flag. You may consider that moving up to maybe 6 to 7 cents on the next move. It's looking good at the moment. So really key, I think, that we hold this line at 1.4 cents though. Right, it's kind of it on Hex. Let's have a look at the rest of Pulsechain. $21.8 million in volume. That's not too bad on a red negative day. 243,000 transactions. We've only got a few moving performers here. This free soul meme coin here up 12%. We've got 9mm is up 4% there. So that's our second biggest DEX. That is up 4.4%. Down 17% on the 6 hours hourly though. We've got Mega Milky and meme up 2.2%. The Free Palestine one, thinking it is sponsored by the IDF. They have free Palestine for sure, and that is up 1.6% there. And then we got Jamaican Fruit Bat, another meme coin there. So a little bit of movement there. Not many coins moving down. Most of them are negative today on their pullback. Let's have a quick look at 9mm. 1.7 million in volume on 9mm, 9-inch. 700,000 in volume. Spark Swap there is at 100,000. That's kind of the play. And Pulsechain doing around about 19 million. They're doing the bulk of the lifting there. Is the old 9mm. That is it. That is it. Let's jump away. So that's pretty much it for Pulsechain. Not too much to talk about. So all the action is happening on the old Ethereum at the moment. So we're going to talk about that next. John says Inferno. Indeed. Good timing there, John, because that's what we're about to talk about. Let's see here. So obviously accumulation zone for consolidation on the Pulsechain side, but booming time over on the Ethereum side here. So we're going to switch chains. If you have not got into our strategy club and you want to talk more about multi-chain stuff like a TitanX, get in there on the chat there. Strategy club is pretty awesome. It is a private group inside the Pulsechain Hex Discord, and we talk multi-chain opportunities and have a good time. We've got a great bunch of people in there, and we have constant intel flowing in there of everything that kind of matters. So get in on that. Only $35 a month. Super good value. All right, we've got a new member today join up as well, so big shout outs. What else there? LFG, indeed. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's pull in today's TitanX coverage. We will be covering X1 chain. That is getting closer and closer, I believe. I'm really thinking in November it's looking good for that. It's very hard to tell with Jack Levin, but it does look like it's getting much closer there. All right, let's have a look at TitanX. It has been moving. The rest of the crypto market pretty demure, but not in TitanX. It is ramping up and, of course, moving towards hyperdeflation. Let's have a look at the projects here. We've got Element280 is the last project to launch. That is up 170% on the token price. I'm not going to go through all the tokenomics or mechanics, but that is hit 7,000 already. So absolutely stellar. Let's have a look at the price, though, because it's fun to look at. And, of course, I think there's a gap between when the tokens mint out, which I think is 48 hours. So we'll see this chart probably do a retrace at some stage. We've already seen a little bit here. And then of course, the taxes are playing out, 16% tax and stuff like that for the first 28 days. This thing's going to ramp up, so it's going to actually be kind of like a reinforcing wheel. And so we could probably see NFT burns making the made gains and all sorts of stuff, and the rewards getting, the first day rewards are already eligible to be claimed, then weekly thereafter, right? So already in day 2. It's going to be fun. And the website for this is just gorgeous, right? Look at this website. Great website. And of course, people are getting NFTs or minting the tokens. Those are the 2 options. And earning nice rewards here from a number of things, earning rewards. So kind of cool. The stats, a quick look at the stats. I'm not going to go through the whole thing of this. You can check it out, of course. And there's lots of videos online. But at the moment, total TitanX from mints is 1.6 trillion TitanX. Absolutely gorgeous. That's such a fantastic result. So all these projects are doing really well. AwesomeX done well. Element280 doing well there. Pulled in $2.1 million. Amazing. At the moment, unliquid is only 5% liquid. LPs are 5%. Liquid is only 1.29%, and the burn is at 5.21% already. And then you've got NFT backed Element token. So the token is ELMNT Element, and there's 1.37 trillion Element backing these NFTs. But of course, you earn the rewards as well, right? So it's kind of neat. How many we've got? 2,177 NFTs all up. We've got 46 legendaries that are amped, 8 that are legendary, rare that are 526, which are amped. So amp means that you've burnt some TitanX with it as well, and you get an extra bonus like on that. So it's kind of neat. With your multiplier, rare is 158, common amped is 1,207, and common is 232. If you add up all the multipliers for all these NFTs, these 2,177 NFTs, the total multiplier is 15,892. So if you opened up a rare one, for example, if you went here and you opened up one of these rare amps, you would have to burn 100 million TitanX. You'd have $1 billion there that you have to put in as well. And then you'd get a 12x amp. So that's basically 12x. So your share of the total pool would be, 12 over the total, which the total is, that's your reward pool that you get to claim. And that would be 12 over 15,904. That's the percentage that you would have. Kind of cool. But, they have the user vault. So you'd have your NFT here. You'd have your rewards that you can claim. Like I said, the first day has already been claimable. And then you can see the total amount at the top here, 1.9 million Element to be claimed. Next distribution available in 157 hours. So it's weekly thereafter. So first 24 hours. So everything's going pretty well. And what we're going to probably see is quite a few NFTs get burned as well for capture value. We're going to see the buy and burn operate. and that's going to keep the chart pumping. So it's going to be pretty some magic. And meanwhile, it's got liquidity pools across all these different pools, right? And you'll be able to, it's got buy and burns, obviously they're buying and burn. That's the buy and burn balance, pretty amazing. And then it's got this buying and burning of all the TitanX protocols. And so we've got this big pump going on at the moment. This is a major reason for it as well. Taken away. We've got buy and burns all over the place, so we're not going to get all the complexity of TitanX. It is massive now, but this is playing a major role. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. And they obviously launched the LP manager today, which means that you can set up LP without taxes, as far as I know. I haven't done it myself, but you can add liquidity, withdraw liquidity there, and that's brilliant. So a lot of LP provision there. Also, you can now not only trade the NFTs. So if you do open an NFT by minting one, you not only can trade it on OpenSea for the, I guess, for the capital value, you can also trade it on Titan Legends now. So Titan Legends has already got Titan Legends, DragonX, and now it's got Element280 NFTs, which is part of the innovations inside TitanX. So pretty good. Lots of stuff happening there. I talked about that a lot more than I was going to, but that's kind of where we are. And yeah, watch out for that price after 48 hours. It'll be pretty interesting. How long has it been open for? Let's have a look here. 1 day and 8 hours. So another 16 hours, we could see some major correction there as well. So keep an eye on that. All right, let's go into the other ones that are moving. Inferno is moving. Why is Inferno moving? Well, you guys know it because we've got AlienX is launching this Thursday, the 17th. So it's going to be bullish for AlienX. This is the second best performer today, up 47%. Importantly, the ratio is at 1.42, so that is climbing. So it's 1.42 TitanX per Inferno. It is going up. So have a quick look at that chart. And look at that. Bam, 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 bam. So bam, 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 bam. So I put that in the strategy club if you guys are in there. So it's the sort of stuff, some of the intel that you might get, some of the tips of the day. And that is going up really nicely there, working out pretty well. A long way to go, though. Could get back up really, really high. So let's go to TitanX. Always best to look at the TitanX ratio here. So we're up on the ratio. Really, really nice. But hey, look, I mean, the ratio went up to 3.8 last time. Definitely a chance of getting at least to 1.9 and maybe even higher to 2.5 or beyond. So, this AlienX is looking pretty good. We're going to talk about that in a minute as well. In fact, let's talk about it now because it is coming up. So we've got two projects that are launching, Ouroboros, the lending protocol. Now, this is the token side of it. The stable coin will be about 3 or 4 weeks later, which is the USDX side. And we're going to have AlienX coming up on Thursday. So that's got 3 days and 14 hours to go for this project. Very excited about this. Let's go look at the tokenomics because it's going to benefit Inferno, right? So it's going to benefit Inferno. Let's go to the mint phase allocation. This is what I want to talk about. So 28% of TitanX will be sent to the buy Inferno. So this is why Inferno is really starting to rally here. Probably got a lot of upside. And of course, it's already retraced, right? Already retraced from its big first rally. So it's had a lot of profit taking. Now it's got a chance to jump up again and benefit from this. So already got Flux out there, right? Now we're going to have AlienX up there as well. I really do kind of like the tokenomics from AlienX. 28% of TitanX to buy Inferno. There's also going to be some other stuff happening here with 8% to the Flux Inferno buy and burn, and of course 50% is going to the Flux buy and burn contract, and also open up Inferno. So that's going to be pretty cool. And also 8% is going to the Inferno 2.0 burn, callable from Inferno itself, so the actual Inferno website. So lots of stuff going to pump Inferno, and so Inferno is starting to rally, front run that move. Pretty cool. So this sort of stuff you get inside Strategy Club, join up today, $35 a month, pretty good value. Let's get into it. So that is coming up. The other thing, of course, we're going to talk about Ouroboros, but we'll come back away from that at the moment and see where we're going here. So we've got DragonX also moving up. It's up 40%, not bad there as well. So we're getting some nice moves. That's number 3 best performer, and that's up and away. So let's have a look at the ratio to TitanX. It is moving back up. So we're now look at that pump. So we obviously got we got the God mode candle. Remember that back on the 1st of October? They got us to 27.3 TitanX per 1 Dragon, and then we're all sold off all the way down here to 9.29. Big impact from the Titan farms, of course. Everyone wanted to go into the farms and earn the massive yields. And now we're seeing the yields sort of taper off a little bit. Still very good, but tapering off. And then, of course, now we've got the FOMO coming in. Of course, we've got the a number of things coming up for DragonX, including the 369 payout that's getting closer all the time. How far away is that? Well, it is 16 days and 7 hours away, so it's getting very close to that. But obviously, DragonX is also benefiting from Element280 and many of these other protocols that are supporting a DragonX, a Vault, or buy and burn. So pretty cool, including Hydra, of course. Let's not forget Hydra. So yeah, and as TitanX goes up, Hydra buy and burn gets bigger, right? Bigger for DragonX. So that's also awesome. So we've got AwesomeX, many other protocols supporting DragonX is pumping away here, and 2.21. So it's going to burn off the supply. Let's go have a quick look at the supply while we're here, and have a look at that. So I think there's about 2.85 trillion Inferno, but there's about 5.3 trillion DragonX. So keep a lookout on that number, because it's probably just going to go down all the time. Look at the user holder count, up 2.6%. It's a really nice jump there to 3,094. So that's looking pretty good. And we'll watch out where this DragonX ratio goes leading up into that. So kind of cool. Lots of bullish news there. Baby DragonX benefiting from that too. The meme coin up 35%. JakeX, the meme coin, also rallying 33%. LegendX there up 29% as well. And Blaze there is up 27%. Helios is up 21%. So far, Helios is probably underperformed in my view relative to the bullish news of AwesomeX. But hey, look, that means there's opportunity for it to hyper move at some stage. The ratio has gone up. So it was down at 107 TitanX. It is up at 1.44. So it is moving up there, and the treasury is probably filling up pretty nicely with AwesomeX so what did I say? Awesome Element 280. Sorry. So it's got that. AwesomeX, Awesome 280 is also obviously benefiting DragonX. So doing pretty well there. Let's have a look at the treasury though. We've got liquid there. What's that? Let me jump around here. We've got TitanX staked is 860 mil. So it's going to be Helios and DragonX have got the two big super stakers or contracts or whatever you want to call them, machines. They're going to be getting that 369 payout. Probably somewhere about 44% of the payout pool, something like that. Maybe by the time they get there, maybe it's going to be higher. But there's still 16 days to go. So it might get to 45 to 50% of the payout pool, which is about $3 million or so. So we'll see how that goes. And ETH could rally too, right, in the next 2 weeks. So that could be a lot more money. At the moment, though, the investment pool is sitting on 122 billion TitanX, $165,000. Not bad. There's a whole ton of other stuff in here as well. But that pool is looking pretty good on the Inferno. And of course, we'll see what the DAO does to that, right? The DAO controls this. So yeah, let's see where that goes. So they're getting rich in Helios. Yeah, cool. And then mining will probably become more profitable, etc., as the price goes up. So at the moment, that is kind of moving quite nice. The old Helios. And of course, big shout out to the dude. But I said TitanX, of course, is the medium of exchange. So if you've got that going there, actually, I've jumped ahead of myself here. Let's go to Vault, because Vault's the next one. Vault's kind of like Inferno and DragonX, right? So the fixed supply, it is slowly going hyperdeflationary. So this is what we're looking at the moment, and it's going up pretty nicely too, up 20% today. This will be the one that lags behind, but it will have its day in the sun. At the moment, the ratio has gone up from 17,700 to 19,262. This is keep an eye out on this. Probably after the Inferno launch with AlienX, then this is definitely something to watch leading into there. And that's all I'm going to say for the time being. TitanX, the medium of exchange, is looking pretty exciting. This is where it all happens, right? This is where it all happens. And of course, let's have a look at the price. We're going to get rid of the overlays of the time rate, and we can see that we are really climbing here, looking pretty good. So with 5 zeros, 1356. So things are really starting to ramp up. Look for some God mode candles coming up for this in the weeks ahead as it goes hyperdeflationary. The official date is kind of the 30th of October when the 369 payout at $6 million comes out in Ethereum. And it's going to go buy more TitanX. So this your time's running out, isn't it? I mean, you already can see the chart. Time is running out. In terms of wrapped ETH, let's look at the ratio there. We've got 9 zeros, 0, 9 zeros, 5,500. That's where we are at the moment. And you can see the chart over time. It is really starting to look absolutely ballistic. Looking forward to good things here. Losing zeros as we move forward into hyperdeflationary. You're going to see some God mode candles on this. It's going to be glorious. You can say I was there when it happened. So it's kind of cool. And what else are we going to say about this? Pulsar is up 10% at the moment. Obviously we're going to find out more information about that. Kool-Aid is doing another video, I think, with Mike Dean or somebody like that. I think today. Janus, of course, part of Helios and Element280. That's up 5%. AwesomeX, of course, is the other one that was recently launched just before Element280. Let's have a look at this. So now the buy and burn's only just started, right, on this one. So a big sell-off because all the inflation comes out, right? And it's only every week, right? Every week there's an auction, and so, or not auction, but a minting process, and then it gets sold off, of course, and then the buy and burn starts kicking in over the week, right? So that's going to have a different profile, and you can see that that's probably started there as well. Yeah, I think it's this one here, this 99. So that's ticking away there as well. Let's go have a look at the website and have a look at this. Let's have a look. How much has it taken? It's taken in 1.1 trillion TitanX so far. That was in the first week. Remember, every week, 125 weeks. The minted amount is the 3.1 trillion AwesomeX already. So one AwesomeX is just a fraction, is 2.8 AwesomeX to start off with. That's going to go down by 2.8%, I think, a week. So that gets slowly lower. And the burn's probably holding tons in the burn. This is operating now, isn't it? So yeah, operating now. We got 781 billion TitanX in it, $1 million. And of course, as TitanX goes up, it's going to be more powerful, right? Just like in Hydra and things like that. So kind of cool. Total distribution, $32,000 a day, 23 billion TitanX. Not bad there. What's the interval? Every 8 minutes. That's pretty neat. And how much is the buy and burn? 493 million TitanX is the buy and burn every time. So kind of cool. So that should make some interesting impressions on this chart over time. So let's have a look at the chart on the 15-minute and see how that goes. Might be a bit sluggish to get there, but it might start taking off. Now, it might not take off for a real big way and for another week or two. If you look at the Inferno, right? If you look at Inferno, the way they operate, it may be a bit lagged there because I think it's 4% today, 4% per day, and then it ramps up to like 10% or 15% or something like that. You can check out that on the docs. In fact, let's go do it. Let's not be lazy. Since we're talking about it, let's go do it. And yeah, 3% of total TitanX is used Sunday to Wednesday, 3% per day, then 7% on Thursday, 12% on Friday, 12% on Saturday. So kind of similar to Inferno. There you can find out more, of course, in the docs in the bottom. What else we're going to say about this? The stats. A quick look at the stats. Like I say, it's pretty much all a liquid, and we've just this was lit. So before the live stream, this was just yellow, but now we've got a little bit of burn there. So 0.75% is now burned. Keep a lookout on this. It's only just started. And the liquid's gone down to 9.26. Kind of cool. That's obviously benefiting a number of projects. DragonX gets benefited. Pretty cool. What else? It gets good there. It's got the launch pad. That's a pretty innovative feature of this protocol. And then the AwesomeX treasury is going up as well. So everything is ticking away, and the AwesomeX burn is slowly climbing there. Kind of cool. All right, that is pretty much it for that. So that's been launched. 1.1 trillion's gone in there. Amazing in the first week. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let's jump out of there and jump out of that. So that is kind of where we are at the moment on Awesome280. And looking at the rest of the charts here, Hyper is down 2%. A Tink, which is a Tink farm, is holding up pretty well, actually. $3.30 is down 5.7% there. And Hydra is down 12.5% there. Obviously, Hydra has a number of variables. And so, yeah, we're not going to get into that because I could talk about that too long. So I'm going to leave that there. That is where the markets are at the moment. So let's have a look at the Titan Hubs again one more time, because we're going to talk about the two projects that are launching very quickly. So we obviously got AlienX we've talked about. That's in 3 days and 14 hours, going to benefit Inferno. And of course, we've got AwesomeX that's going to be launching in 2 days and 12 hours. That is the third of the big 3 DeFis, right? And of course, some people say it may get 10 trillion TitanX into it, which would be another big project. And of course, can it mint out in a day, or will it mint out in 3 days, or will it mint out in a week? We shall see. The founder's not doxed, of course. That has been a little bit controversial, but seems to have the backing of Eric and Jake to some degree. So there we go. And yeah, we've got the white paper. So this is going to be pretty interesting. You can go through that. I'm not going to go through that now, but this is coming up. And the AwesomeX token is what people are going to be getting. It's going to be a max supply of 1,270 billion, but likely to be much lower, they say. Supply background of 1 trillion tokens emitted via the launch mechanism. And that's what people are going to be participating. 600,000 tokens emitted to initial liquidity. And it's going to be locked in a smart contract. 20 million are going to be tokens maybe emitted via the onboarding system. There will be a bit of a referral program in this. 200,000 backstop pool incentives, optional. And 50 million, is like 200 million. 50 million is going to be in the wrapped ETH, in stablecoin wrapped ETH. But yeah, don't believe that's coming until a couple of weeks from now. So that's kind of it on there. The Pumpamentos, 100% buy and burn. That's pretty good pump metals. You can see some of the pictures here too. Kind of neat. Vesting RRX, drip RRX. It's a little different there, and referrals. So that's kind of the play. What else there? Scarce supply, which rapidly converges to 0. Obviously, if you're going to use this protocol, you can use a new account with different keys, right? If you're going to participate, probably good risk management there. And then, yeah, so scarce supply, rapidly converges to 0 inflation. It's got a nice cool chart about that. What else? There's got the trillions there, 10 trillion TitanX. So it's not kind of neat. And on this, it's got TitanX per RX and the RX supply there. So the more TitanX that goes in there, you can see the supply basically tapers out here at 900 million coins here. Now I think they allocated a trillion, didn't they? All right, so obviously you get a better rate as you go in. Let's look at TitanX per RX. Yeah, get a better rate as you go in. Obviously with that fixed supply idea. Vesting periods for max claims. You got max vesting period. So some people may do multiple entries so they can exit at different times. I think that's one of the strategies, like a bit of like a vesting ladder rather than a mining ladder, a vesting ladder. So that's one way of doing it. TitanX deposited, claim RRX and the RRIs, and of course you could probably end up exiting out there pretty quick. I think it's 28 days before you can actually exit out on that one if you use TitanX. I think it's a little shorter, 21 days if you use ETH from memory. This is from memory. You double check that, but I think that's the case. And then, of course, yeah, lots of pump metals. So vesting unlock curve there. Vested percentage, initial no vesting period, and half duration. So it helps keep supply of the market. It's a different approach to what we've seen with quite a few others with staking and things. So you either like it or you don't. In any case, if you don't participate, the people that do are going to benefit you. If you're holding other tokens like TitanX. So there's different ways of looking at it. But this could potentially be a very large lending platform with the lending stablecoin. I think that's a couple of weeks later on. Kind of cool. They're going to have launching mechanics. You can read through all that. I'm not going to go through all the details here. Might do a separate video on it though. That is it. And of course, they're going to have the audits come out. We've got one there already, but I think might have more audits coming out there. Let's have a quick look at the project on X and see what it's got. But this is coming up 2 days and 12 hours. This is the third of the big 3 DeFis. Obviously, Element280 and Titan Farms were the first two, and they've both done very, very well. And Titan Farms is probably going to continue to surprise people. RX Minter there. You got that in case. You got the USD Minter. That's not going to be a couple of weeks away. Governance as well. Let's go to the X platform. That's going to be the UI. It's going to obviously have a lot of details there. What else do we got here? Seems like our Ouroboros posted the audits and code is verified. That's 9 minutes ago. So it's hot off the press. You're getting this hot off the press. So the verified, it's got the audit there now. I'd read through that before you participate as well, if you are going to do that. What's it? Borrowing and lending protocols and TitanX actually removes a lot of sell pressure because people don't need to sell their tokens anymore. So yeah, people will put their tokens in the platform like TitanX and then lend against it with USDX and then go buy some more of the good stuff there as well. So before it goes hyperinflationary in like November, right? That's really, really cool. Oh my God, just had another revelation about Bulldog X borrowing and lending. It's too good. I'll share it on stream. And of course, he did talk about that today. So it's kind of cool if you watch that stream, his last stream there on hyperinflation. So lots of cool stuff happening there. Yep, very, very cool. So big deal for TitanX. If TitanX wasn't already hyper rallying, it is only getting better and better and better. And of course, all these projects are trying to launch before hyperinflation really kicks into gear full on. We've seen massive deflation days, but once we start getting those real vertical moves, if ROX gets 10 trillion, for example, AlienX gets a couple of trillion. I mean, and Element280 keeps going. AWX comes up in a week for 4 or 5 days or what for its next one. We obviously got Flux operating, got Vault auction, perpetual auctions in play. We've got Hydra mining and hyper mining going on. This place is legitly it's pumping. It's pumping. And of course, after AlienX and RX, we've got more projects coming. Obviously, OSD, the stablecoin they're lending. And that's going to kick in another round of huge buying power, but like awesome Element280 is going to kick in again. We've got Matrix, of course, going to be coming, building on Hyper. So Hyper and Hydra, the two mining protocols, the two leverage protocols, are going to get even more love. So as TitanX goes up, of course, the buy and burns get more powerful for those protocols, particularly for Hydra. And then it just goes up and up and away. Lotus, of course, coming in the future. That is coming on the 26th. It doesn't have a TBA there, but it's actually 26th. and that's going to come and build on top of what did I say, Vault. So that's coming up too. We've got a couple of new ones, of course, X Wars, Warp X, and Morpheus coming up as well. I actually kind of like the Warp X. It's looking pretty good, right? Warp X looking, I like some of the artwork on here. That is coming up as well. In fact, I said the artwork, but I don't have it on this particular channel, but that's coming up as well. Morpheus, of course, is going to be launching as well. That's from Rags to Riches, Pulsechain influencer, and that is coming up too. You can see the cool Morpheus there. People are saying, oh, when are we going to get other projects like Neo and other stuff like that? And was it not Infinity? Was it Infinity? Infinity was the girl's name, Infinity or something. So yeah, pretty exciting about that. So that is going to be coming. Let's have a look on this one. Minting Morpheus with TitanX, so that's coming up there. 20% TitanX is placed in the DragonX vault, so supporting DragonX. 8% reserved for Genesis. 72% TitanX sent to TitanX DragonX liquidity pool. So more bullishness stuff coming for DragonX there with the old Morpheus. So lots of love happening here. It is really going to be fun to see where it all goes. Let's jump into some of it. We got what do we got here? We got Archie says Strategy Club is exceptionally good. Hey, thanks Archie, appreciate that. Let's see what else there. Yeah, Inferno says John, 100%. Archie says if you are not in Strategy Club, you may need to reevaluate life. There's some profound words there. Yeah, if you want to join Strategy Club, the link is there. Join Wookie's link. You know, you use Wookie's link or the one in the video description. And there we go. Shout out. What else we got going here? We've got a couple more comments. Where'd we go up to here? I'm trying to make sure I didn't get too far. John says Inferno getting listed in Titan Farms and AlienX launching. Yeah, fantastic, right? Fantastic. What else? We got up to that one. Let me jump around here. Hex Vader says, hey gang, good to see Hex Vader. Hope you're doing well. The Viss is in the house there. Big shout out to the Viss. Viss doing some absolutely great commentary and a really good approach. Very refreshing approach to your commentary there, the Viss. So big shout out to you. Hex Vader in the house there. BB. What's BB? What's BB? Buy and burn? Is that buy and burn Hex Vader? We got Morning Suit Man. When is this bull market top, sir? Keep up the good work, sir. Oh, well, I talked about that at the beginning. Yeah, if you go back, rewind, we went to the Bitcoin chart, and I've got the whole prediction there based on the bull market cycle. So check that out. So we're coming up to really the kingpin there. Second half of October, you can be optimistic. If it's not, if we don't get October, then definitely US election, a very key point there. But I think we're still looking pretty bullish for that first run up to 100K. And then you know, maybe by April next year, we get that 150, 180 that a lot of analysts have talked about. Pacific says done with these garbage tokens, made more with BTC, Sol, Pippi, Sol, and Jasmine. Hey, good on you. That's great that you're making money, mate. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. I'm not sure what garbage token you're talking about, but it's good that you're making money with those. What else there? When we are all clean and rich, as we say, says Wookie. Yes, indeed. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's comment. That's 48 minutes in the live stream. Is that crazy or what? That is crazy. We're only 16 days and 7 hours away from the 369 payout. That's $6.7 million of Ethereum that's going to be pumped back into the system. We got all these protocols eating up the TitanX supply. We've got the fixed coins, Inferno, DragonX, Vault, all going into hyperdeflationary modes. We've got all these projects launching, allowing you to leverage, and now we've got DeFi. It really is amazing. Yeah, leverage. We have leverage buying with Ouroboros. We're going to have. We've obviously also already got Element280 doing a big unit fuss or mutual fund type buying of all the protocols that are currently existing in TitanX. And of course, we've got many projects coming that are not even on the list that are coming down the pipeline. It is going to be pretty fun to see where all this goes, right? All this goes. So I'm excited about it. Hope you are too. Now, we're just talking about November, right? So we're just talking about November. You know, we've got, obviously, we may have Scale launch as well at the end of the month. And we may also have Viper, which is going to benefit DragonX as well, coming. That's Viper with a Y. That's coming potentially at the end of the month as well. That's just October. We're just talking October. And then we get into November. I've still got the chance that we'll go not only dominate Ethereum in the months ahead, but then move omni-chain we'll go multi-chain, but via omni-chain. So we'll still only have one TitanX, not multiple TitanX suppliers. and we've got Omnichain. And then, of course, I've still got that down for, at the moment, the 8th of November, the launch of that, which would be 9 days after the 369 payout. So that's kind of where I feel that's going to be. The other thing is we could have some secret sauce happening, right, for Titan farms. That could be pretty awesome. So I think it's exciting. You want to get the strategy club for that. We're going to talk about that, but we may see some secret sauce stuff happening there. The Titan farms is kind of mind-blowing what can be done there with the system where it's going hyperdeflationary, and you can have second layer protocols eating up the supply. So man, it's going to be fun to see where these Jake and Eric and devs like Steve and the dude and the Blaze team and all that go with all this. It really is starting to some magic starting to happen. This is kind of like if you've been in crypto for years, this is kind of like the holy grail of crypto coming together, where it's actually, for the most part, not fully, but for the most part, built into the system, smart contracts and things like that. So it really is getting closer and closer to that holy grail. And man, it's going to be pretty amazing to see that play out. Obviously, we're super supportive and excited about where Pulsechain will go over time. Obviously, with the Magic Carpet Ride involved with that, super and supportive of other innovations in the space like X1 chain coming along. But X1 is turning out to be something very special. TitanX is X system is turning out to be something very special, and it is almost self-fulfilling. It's almost if you're getting in now, you're kind of on the last ticket. It is about to go absolutely explosive. So fun times ahead for us all. All right, let's see. Hex Down Under's in house there. Cheers, heading to Bale Hale. A nice one, Hex Down Under. Nice torso super says. Thanks very much. I just realized my head's on top of the alien. That's very funny. I just didn't even realize that, actually. That's funny. Hey, scary stuff. It's true. The aliens are out there. The aliens are out there, and sometimes they're closer than you think. Pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to take myself off, and you can see the alien picture. This is from AlienX, which is coming up on Thursday. Going to benefit Inferno. Pretty cool picture, right? It's a pretty cool picture there. And so that's my real look. That's what I really look like when I'm not. Yeah, you got it. It's so funny. That's so funny. All right, enough of that. Let's. I got to get rug pull. I'm sure. Richie says, "Hey, Superman. I hope Titan Farms will come with something good soon." Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's going to be. I could say a lot about that, but you have to join Strategy Club for those discussions. So get in on that one. And what else was going? I wanted to say something else. I just forgotten what it was. Big shout out. It's going to be fun, man. This, it's already bull market and TitanX ecosystem. That's basically what's happening. Get him off the show. Yeah. You talking about me or the alien? I don't know. Let's go. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you on tomorrow's live stream. And we'll have the stock market coverage as well. And we'll also have more updates with the protocols, how they're going, including obviously getting closer to AlienX and Ouroboros, which are the next two. They just keep coming. And it's that TitanX just keeps disappearing. It's pretty cool. I think we've got about 8 trillion TitanX left, somewhere in that ballpark, coming through the miners, and the existing supply is being eaten up. So good times. That's all we can say. If we get 10 trillion through Ouroboros, then man, things are just going much faster than even Jake Sharp expected. So they already are. So things are well ahead of timing there. But if at the end of the day, you can force hyperdeflation with the X28. So that's going to be fun too. All right, take care. Bye for now. And I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and join up to our strategy club. The link's in the video description or in the chat there. And I will catch you next time. Bye for now.